Del Norte and the adjacent tribal lands. It is some of the most spectacularly beautiful place in the world and spiritually, culturally rich place, and yet faced with lack of infrastructure and lack of investment. In 2009, Building Healthy Communities started the conversation to create our community plan here in Del Norte County and the adjacent tribal lands. The Yurok community engaged in a conversation about what will it take to transform the experience of children and families growing up in this beautiful part of the reservation.
Our local organizer went around and talked to hundreds of people in the community and to prioritize what was the top issue. The people said we need to put fire back on the land.
Traditionally, managing our land meant burning the land, and burning the land in a way that allowed for animals to live and thrive and also for our plants to grow and flourish.
Everything out here has a spirit. Everything in here is connected in our circle of life. And fire is a main ingredient of keeping that in balance. It's been out of balance for so long that it's really reflecting on our people now.
Everything's just getting choked off, and our wildlife ain't got nowhere to go.
It's resulted in just massive brush, thick, impenetrable brush.
It's time for us to make a change, create that connection, the bond with the land. And in the 100 years of fire suppression, we have got so out of balance that it's just a tinderbox waiting for a firestorm to come through here.
In 2010, the Klamath Local Organizing Committee started their research process, and that really took quite a while because this is a very complicated issue.
So a project of this magnitude requires the coordination of a lot of federal and state agencies, the Air Quality Resources Control Board, permits, working with private landowners and other Indian people and the Yurok tribal government and the different agencies that are all part of managing the land and the landscape here.
Land use work and neighborhoods work is complicated by a variety of factors. You're talking about the federal government, you're talking about, additional agencies, and I think that only adds a whole other layer in some respects of complexity. There's a lot of planning that goes into it. You have to finance it. You have to do a lot of different, get the environmental permits.
Educating the community is really important because fear of fire has been ingrained in us for 100 years. And so people need to understand that it can be done in a controlled, safe manner.
I told my mom what we were doing in this project, and she said, "Son, I think this is the hardest thing you've ever tried to do." She said, "We as Indian people, we don't even like to talk to each other. Now you want us to talk to other people." So I said, "Yes, Mom, I do want us to talk to other people because I think that's how we get stronger."
We had no clue how critically important the matter of land and landscape management was to their health and to their well-being. How they're able to manage the land in a way that provides sustainable food, a sustainable place for them to invoke their spiritual beliefs.
So when a wide range of community members were able to unite on a single issue, when they were able to go and do really thoughtful and intentional research with a whole host of decision makers, both internally to the tribal government to external partners as well, people who actually had the power to make the cultural burns happen, and then come to the tribal council and say, here's the plan, we've got all of these agencies lined up, here's the research that we've done, this is possible this year.
Does the Yurok tribe support the work of, and will they partner with, the Klamath River Local Organizing Committee on building a comprehensive community burn plan?
Yes, so says the council.
so easy for them to say yes because the hard work had really happened by the people. And it's very rare that the community will come together around one single issue with one clear voice.
That was a big plus for this community, and to have the tribal council behind what we wanted to see done on our landscape.
We had to get a permit from CAL FIRE. They came up and they helped us with our first burn that we did. They brought a couple of fire engines, and then they brought a 20-man crew from Alder Camp, and then also the Yurok Wildland Fire. They helped put the fire on the ground, and we burned 7 acres our first time.
When this is cleared, you can take those down, and everything that comes up new is going to make a basket weaver's dream come true.
If you take a look up here, the whole landscape looked like that. It was so thick you couldn't walk through it. Deer couldn't get through it. We can't gather, and it was just unmanageable. Now, as we apply fire, you can see the difference from the landscapes, that it's more of a manageable state. Our deer are coming back.
Our goal is to take care of our whole ancestral territory. We need to have big burns. We need landscape burns. As Native people, our whole identity is connected to the land. It gives us hope that we can be healthy again.
Building healthy communities is about changing the policies and systems that actually affect people's lives.
We went into this knowing that this was going to be a long, long project. The need to take care of the land will always be here. The next generation has to carry on, and the next generation after that.
We're going to heal ourselves. We're going to heal our people and our lands and just make it a better place.